All right, good morning, everyone. 8 o'clock on your Saturday morning. Thanks for starting your weekend with us here on 13 Sunrise. I'm Matthew Foltz alongside Lindsay Monroe. Not a bad way to get you fired up. A little bit of rock music, right? Classic rock music.
I went to bed fired up last night. Woke up even more fired up. Getting updates of the crew headed to Columbus as we speak.
That's right.
It's going to be a big day for IU fans.
That's right. Our Dominic Miranda, he just left, heading on out. He'll have the full highlights for us later on at 6. But, Lindsay, we're rooting for IU. I think they can get the job done.
Yeah, it's going to be a big day. Fingers are crossed. But if you're heading the roadway right now and you're perhaps on the south side of town, real quick, wanted to give you an update of some construction we've got. This is 465 at Man Road. They're restricting lanes as they're doing some work here on the south side of town. Hopefully sooner than later, get all travel moved to that new pavement there. But in the meantime, there will be some travel restrictions, and you can see some stop and go traffic. This extends all the way from 465. This is eastbound, by the way, and between Man Road and Harding Street. So we'll keep you posted with that weekend construction, but just be prepared for that if your travel plans take you down to the south side. We are still underneath pretty thick cloud cover this morning. This is a live look over downtown Indy. The skyline showing us that we are eventually headed to 48 degrees later today. We had a high of 45 yesterday, so that will be a little bit of an improvement temperature-wise. We've also had this ongoing cloud cover in place. I do anticipate the clouds breaking apart again a bit by later on this afternoon, so a little bit of sunshine, but really watching that incoming warm front that's back to our west. That will eventually bring in a much warmer second half of the weekend with highs tomorrow back in the upper 50s. In the meantime, it's 38 here in Indy, 41 current temperature in Muncie. We've got 42 in Shelbyville. Over the next several hours, you will notice a gradual clearing. By the time we get into the afternoon today, we approach 48 for a high with partly cloudy skies tonight, cooling off back through the 30s. 48 your high in Indy, 49 in Muncie. Will go 50 from Shelbyville down to Columbus. Here's what's on the horizon. Starting tomorrow, unseasonably warm temperatures return. We will be in the mid to upper 50s for Sunday and Monday. With that rain moving through Monday, we'll break down that timeline, and then some much colder air arriving by Tuesday, including your Thanksgiving holiday. That's coming up in your 7-day forecast.
We'll see you then, Lindsay. Right now, a former Avon choir and music teacher is facing more than a dozen charges of child sex crimes dating back to 2022. He's accused of Snapchatting girls as young as 13 and sending inappropriate pictures. Our Chase Howell combed through these startling court documents.
Snapchat messages like, "I'm a 28-year-old teacher who fantasizes about his students all the time," is what Kayvon Mtiaz is accused of sending underage girls, along with nude pictures.
The fact that he tells these kids in the chat, the Snapchat, that he's got a sexual interest in students, it's very worrisome.
According to the Avon School District, Mtiaz worked at White Oak Elementary from November 2019 to May 2021. Then in July of that same year, he went to work for Avon Intermediate School West until March 2022, before moving to Avon Middle School North until December 2022. It was there where court documents say he took videos and pictures of his genitals in his classroom. Something Christina Karabov, a senior attorney with Zero Abuse Project, says is a huge betrayal of trust for both parents and students.
It is incredibly risky behavior. I think it shows an individual who's acting in a manner that is very impulsive, and also, though, that is very concerning because there are kids right there, according to what he's saying.
While the district states he hasn't worked as an employee since 2022, he has worked as a coach in its choir and theater program. And in a statement from a spokesperson with the district, he says they are unaware of any allegations connecting the charges to Avon students and have immediately terminated his involvement with them and revoked his access to the facilities.
Certainly a time when parents should be reminded to talk to their children, particularly parents who may have come in contact with this person, students of this person, and just remind them that you can tell me anything, that I'm safe. Is there anything that ever happened?
According to Mtiaz's LinkedIn page, he works closely with the Civic Theater in Carmel. In a statement from the organization, it states they've severed all ties with him and don't believe the allegations are related to any of its students.
If a parent has a specific concern, maybe something that happened with their child or a change in behavior when they were around this individual, or maybe the child had indicated that something was wrong or suddenly didn't want to be around a person, that's always a good time for a parent to sit down and have a really open, honest conversation with their child.
That was our Chase Howell reporting. Now, the district and theater don't believe any of their students are involved, but still encourages parents to talk with their kids. Meanwhile, MTS is in the Marion County Jail and will be in court Monday morning. This morning, an IMPD officer is facing charges accused of recording sex with women without their knowledge. Shane Decker is now facing multiple counts, including voyeurism and official misconduct. Court documents reveal he was investigating illegal massage parlors at the time of these alleged crimes. Officers are not allowed to engage in sex with workers after asking them as part of an investigation. Back in September, when 13 News first reported this case, IMPD said they were aware of these allegations and that Decker was placed on administrative leave, or administrative duty, I should say. 13 News reached out to Officer Decker's attorneys. They would not comment on the charges, but IMPD Chief Chris Bailey released a statement saying, quote, "The allegations uncovered in this investigation represent a clear violation of public trust and are completely unacceptable. This behavior has no place in our society." Decker is expected in court on Tuesday. This morning, IMPD and the Indy Fraternal Order of Police have now reached a tentative deal for new contracts. The union president explained the agreement online. Rick Snyder says it's a 4-year deal focusing on retaining officers. He says the average salary for an IMPD officer would increase by 24% over those 4 years. Snyder also confirms it would make IMPD one of the top paid police departments in the state. He says a vote on the contract is expected to be done by December 5th. Earlier this week, IMPD teamed up with the Indianapolis Colts to help recruit new officers. Right now, the department has more than 1,400 officers with a budget for more than 1,700. Time is now 8:07. If you're getting ready in the holiday spirit, we have some good news. The Carmel Chris Kendall Mart is opening right now. Today, I should say, it opened this weekend. Nearly 500,000 people visit the open air holiday market every year. And our Anna Chalker, she's in Carmel right now at the Chris Kendall Mart ahead of its opening later today. And Anna, we know this is pretty exciting.
It is just a couple hours until opening ceremony at 11, then it opens at 12. It's a holiday classic out here. We love it. That's why we're out here. We have Maria with the market this morning. How's it feel? Opening day is finally here.
It's such an exciting day for everyone to see all of our hard work for the entire year, even beginning planning last year, for this to all come to fruition today.
And we have a lot of new things this year. What can people expect as they're heading in?
Well, we have some new drinks, some new food, new products. There's so many exciting things to enjoy here at the market. One of the things we've added this year is something called Feuerzangenbowle. Feuerzangenbowle is where you take a giant sugar cone, soak it in rum, and then light it on fire. And that caramelized sugar rum mixture drops down into the glühwein, and you have this extra boozy glühwein drink. So we're very excited about our new drink this year. But we're today in the pyramid, and in the glühwein pyramid, you can get a myriad of different flavors of the glühwein, as well as we like to feature our Kinderpunsch, which is our kids punch, but it's not just for kids, it's for the young at heart as well, but it's a non-alcoholic version of the glühwein. Would you like to try a little sample this morning?
We will. We'll try it here after the break, but let's cheers these. Okay. We'll do it without the drinks because we're running out of time, but hey, it's a big day ahead. Here we go. We'll send it back to you, Matthew.
All right. Thanks, Anna. Sounds good. We'll see you soon.